and welcome to Poppy's Workshop from Little Acorns. Great Oaks Grow. So, we are still working on the 200 woman art piece, and in a previous video, I had explained as to what this piece was all about for the Norfolk Botanical Gardens. There's a debate how you say it. Do you say it as Norfolk or as we say, Norfolk? So, oh yeah, lots of fun stuff. Let me get my other light on here. For the side, you may not be able to notice too much yet. Um, so let me do this. Let me switch on my fun lights, um, just because they kind of make me happy. I don't know. You may not be able to see the ones that I just turned on that go on my magnifying glass, but I do have some going down the side. You can see a little bit, but when I switch over to the side camera, you will be able to see that a little bit better. So I'm already threaded in on this pierce cut here, and we're going to have a nice long cut, multiple cuts for this root. And again, sticking with the number 5 Flying Dutchman for the smaller, whereas you can't really see them. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. So you can see the bigger cuts up here. Those, since they were nice straight or swooping curves, uh, I use the number 7 on that. Let me turn this a little bit more. And what I really like when I start cutting is trying to do some of the insides where you begin to see the shapes begin to form. So you now can see here's a shovel. The woman is holding a shovel. If I turn it this way, yeah, there we go. Now you can see her legs and the inside of the watering can. So it kind of helps you when you cut those areas, begin to see things take shape. So let's do this. Let's go over to the wide camera, and I'm kind of irritated. The last video I did, I had my little wireless mouse right here, and when I moved the wood, I knocked it off, and for the life of me, I cannot find it. I've checked under the scroll table. I've got my mechanics toolboxes over yonder that way. I cannot find it. I even checked behind me under the table where my drill press and my workbench is. Even this way, the stand where my laptop lights and other spare. Oh, and my snacks. I got my protein bars. Let's see. I got all kinds of snacks in here. I got my protein bars here. Uh, hey, advertisement. I'm not sponsored, but Pure Protein. The mint chocolate is awesome, as is the Galactic Brownie. The churro's really good too. And then also I've got these Quest um, they have donuts. They're really expensive, but these little cookies. Um, the thing is, being that I am diabetic, I've got to be careful of my sugar. So, anyway, the goal here with this particular piece, so commercial over, is I'm creating 2 art pieces and then I am scaling to go into a smaller ornament size. And I will do these out of 1/4 inch wood. I'm not sure if I'm going to do butternut or walnut. Depends on what I have in stock. I think I have both in stock, 4 inches wide. So I'll do a 4 stack on that. Just to show you some of the other things that I am working on. Not sure if I'll do an art piece for this. I'll get that centered a little bit more. But here is the Norfolk ornament that I am doing. Again, these are designs that I have created. And the mermaid is, I guess you can call it, well, it's Norfolk is called the Mermaid City, so that is the mascot. So this is the design I came up with. But one thing I don't like, um, I did it on purpose, touching one of the rays to her hair because I wanted to create a bridge. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that bridge or not. Let me get a little bit closer. Let's see, got shadow there. So I'm debating about changing that as I move along. And then one other design, you've seen some, let's see, I know I showed it in maybe two videos ago. I don't think I showed it in the last one, is from my Walk of Faith series of ornaments. This is the next design that I'm going to be working on, which is the fiery furnace, which is Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. When they were put in the furnace, and they were not burned. And as the Bible story goes, there was a fourth person in there. So you have the fourth person right there, which they attribute to being Jesus, to being God. So that'll be the next ornament after that. So yeah, there we are. I think that kind of covers um, where I'm at right now. So let's do a split camera view. Don't know how valuable this is. You let me know if you prefer just to see um, everything, or is this, let's see, can I do my finger here? Or is this screen, this one right here? Yeah, there we go. That screen right there. If that is more distracting than just seeing the whole uh, top of the table here. Trying to find out what works, what doesn't work, um, and go from there. All right, so let's begin the cut. Um, I am in my mind planning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down here, back out, and then I'll start here, and then just work my way around until I eventually get back to that point. Um, Do I need to do it that way? Maybe not, but I think that's just the way I'm doing it right now. I'm trying to think where I'm at with this blade. I may be coming end of life on it. Let's see how it performs. I'll tell you, I really do like the number five. Again, you're going to find that you're going to like a certain brand. You're going to like a certain type of blade, like in this case is the ultra reverse. Excuse me, I'm gonna cough here. Let me mute my mic. I'm trying not to cough on you. There we go. All right, I was polite on that. Held that cough. All right, but then you'll also find that you like a certain size that is the most versatile. So as I'm reaching this point I'm thinking ahead how I want to do the cut. So in this case, this is what I decided to do. I don't like that corner, so I'm going to sharpen that up just a little bit, make it a little bit more pointy. Do I need to? Nah, probably not. Remember, a lot of times when you do this stuff, you can screw up. So be aware that when you go back to quote unquote fix things or whatever, you can screw things up. Um, what is it? Perfect is the enemy of good enough. Yeah, see now, I don't know if you can see that. I think my blade is starting to dull, but as you can see, I think I don't want to zoom in because that may lock my camera up. Um, this cut is starting to go this way, going off my line. That's usually what happens as the blade starts to dull, so I'm going to try and correct that before I get too far. There we go. So my goal is to correct things as quickly as possible before they get too noticeable. And again, use the, how do I want to do this? Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, I just smell the wood. I think for swoopy cuts, the blade's okay, but I can definitely feel and hear that it is struggling a little bit more. Going off a little bit here. Again, should I do that? I don't know. I'm being really anal. So here's what I'm going to do. I got a nice big waist area there. I just nick in a little bit, and then I can reverse my blade. I think I'm going to do the same thing there. Just nick in. So here's what I'm going to do here. Leaving a little bit of room for the blade so I can get a nice point. Yeah, see, I'm going off there, but I can correct that very easily. You know what I'm going to do? A little bit differently here. So being that this will drop my pieces when I complete this cut, all right, let me clean that. Come on, baby. There we go. All right, get the top out. See if I can get the bottom. Actually, I'm not using the vacuum, so is it? Come on. Ah, there it is. Get it off the blade. Trying to do this blind. It's breaking up. There we go. So now I can just go ahead. Oh, I think I have something underneath that. I think I have a little scrap. Oh, that's chattering. Clean that. There we go. All right, that was chattering like crazy. So my gut tells me I'm going to try and lift this off. And then for that one piece, that might right here. Where is it? This piece right here, I think, was just under the edge and was tilting my my piece just a little bit this way. Um, and that's one thing you got to look out for, is you'll have little scraps that drop out depending on your technique. Um, so if you keep a brush handy, it can be quite helpful. And I don't know if you can see my tray underneath. I'll tell you, this, what is it, US General that I got from Harbor Freight. I bought it on sale for like 99 bucks, and it rolls beautiful, even though I do have it up on 2x4s. Um, but the wheels stay on, and I can move this anywhere I want easily. And I don't think you can see the hose, but here's my hard plastic here for my vacuum system, and I have it connected to a flexible at the end, way down that way, 30 inches down that way. Not only can I unplug it and plug other things in, but I can move this around probably within, oh, say 6 feet, so I could extend out into my workshop further. Um, but yeah, let me change blades. We'll drop that since that is a used one. And I think you can see here, these are the Zip Fizz energy drinks that I drink. I do have some, I think, orange vanilla out that way. I got all kinds of snacks in my in my workshop. So I got the 3, 5, 7s right here, and then a little bit further down, I think I have the Pegasus. I think those might be 7s. And then I have some spirals, my thicker spirals. On this side, I have two. I have um, spirals here, which are, I think they're reverse 1. And then I have some ultra reverse number 9. So I've got some really thick ones. I actually bought those accidentally. There was a deal, I think by Bear Woods. I don't remember who did it, but I wound up buying them. I forgot, maybe like 5 or 6 uh, packages of them. I forgot. So I think you've seen me do this before. I scuff up actually, I can probably use the cleaner edge here. I scuff up the top and bottom of um, my blades with an old whetstone. Let's see. There we go. I can feel the which way it goes. So what I'm doing now is I'm looking right here, and my blade is actually almost at the top of the chuck here. So now from underneath, I'm pulling it down to where it's just above the set screw, and then I flip the lever forward so that it brings the blade down all the way, and it goes right into the lower chuck underneath here. And again, I'm not sure if you can see that or not. Um, get that out of the way. Then I'll just pull it up, tension it, and tension feels really good. And that is how I 45 this way, 45 this way, and that's how I prep the blade. Very simple. And again, it's just one of those things that I do that you hear stories as to a best practice. A lot of things get handed down in the, I'm just looking at what I want to do next. Just what's handed down in the world of scroll saw lore. Um, some of it is not true. Yeah, now I'm trying to go into the smaller holes, and let me tell you, woofa, I cannot see a blessed thing. I see these little specks, And I didn't want to go there. I want to do more roots. I try to do areas. That's a small one. We'll just do a small one. I try to do areas as I work. I'm trying to make it so that it's a smooth transition because I did start midway, which I normally don't do. Yeah, that cuts much better. I took that last blade oops, to the limit or beyond. This is a little bit sharper than I normally want to do. I'll let it sit for a minute. Tap it. There we go. Yep, I could smell a little bit of scorching on that. Clean that little speck there. I got it. Okay. Oh, one piece dropped through. Let's get that. There we go. Okay. So let's get it up here. Go up to the wide, and here's how it is shaping up. Looking real nice. I like it. So I think that is going to cover things for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe and also make sure that you go to my website, poppiesworkshop.org, and that's poppies without an apostrophe because of course you can't use them in a web address. So let's do that. I just happen to have one of those around. Yeah, there we go. Visit that website and you'll see from the workbench, and I do post blogs, written blogs every 2 weeks, give or take. You can sign up for it, and you will receive a notification when I do publish a blog, and you can easily unsubscribe to. And I don't spam. I don't sell your email addresses or anything like that. It's just to get that out to you. And then I do have a Facebook. You can find the link on the YouTube because it's Poppy's Workshop, I think underscore VA Beach, because I couldn't get Poppy's Workshop. Somebody else had it, which is surprising. But that's it for today, uh, and I hope you enjoyed it. May the Lord richly bless you. Make it a great day right here at Poppy's Workshop.